Hello, good morning, everyone. In our last lesson, we have studied about Old English period. Today, we will discuss on the Renaissance period from 1500 to 1660. Renaissance means in Hindi पुनर्जागरण. Though Renaissance began in 1453, its effect on English life and literature was felt after 1500. For this reason, it is generally accepted that the Renaissance period began with the beginning of the 16th century and continued till the Restoration in 1660. This period is called the Renaissance period because Renaissance spirit was the main driving force that characterized the literature of this time. This period of 160 years is subdivided into four shorter ages after the names of the political rules. The first is Elizabethan age. Starts from 1558 and ends in 1603. Jacobean age from 1603 to 1625. Caroline age 1625 to 1649. Commonwealth period 1649 to 1660. Elizabethan age. This age is named after Queen Elizabeth I, who reigned over England from 1558 to 1603. This is called the Golden Age of English literature. The important facts which influenced the literature of this period. The first, with the accession of Queen Elizabeth I, dynastic problems and political troubles came to an end. Religious and social stability brought about national prosperity. The second, the religious reformation inspired religious tolerance and secularism. The third, Elizabeth I introduced Anglicanism to settle religious problems. It has a long history In the 16th century, Martin Luther of Germany and Zwingli and Calvin of Switzerland protested against the autocracy of the Pope. Those who supported them were called Protestant, and those who still supported the Pope were called the Papists or Catholics. Henry VIII, who was the King of England during those years, supported Protestantism for his personal advantage. He wanted to divorce his first wife, Catherine, and marry Anne Boleyn, his fiancée, but the Pope did not approve it. So he denied Pope's authority, married Anne Boleyn, and introduced Protestantism to England. Some of the people accepted king's religious authority, but the rest followed the Pope's rule. This caused a bloody civil war which continued till 1558. The year Queen Elizabeth I came to power, she understood the problem and introduced Anglicanism, England's own church. The religious settlement brought stability and prosperity to England in the second half of the 16th century. The fourth, geographical and astronomical discoveries of the previous decades means a period of 10 years, brought unlimited fortune during this period. Renaissance that had started earlier was now very strongly felt in England. It brought ancient Greek and Roman wisdom to England. Erasmus reached England and with John Colet taught humanism and other ideals of Renaissance. The sixth, the social life of England was marked with a strong national spirit, humanism, liberal religious views, scientific curiosity, social content, intellectual progress, and unlimited enthusiasm. Now, the major writers of the period and their major work. Thomas More, born in 1478 and died in 1535. Utopia, the most popular book in this period. Utopia means kingdom of nowhere. The book was originally written in Latin in 1516. Utopia means an imaginary kingdom. Norton and Sackville, the combined work of Both was Gorboduc, written in 1562, the first English tragedy, most important, the first English tragedy in English literature, Gorboduc, written by Norton and Sackville. Edmund Spenser, also an important writer of this period, born in 1552 and died in 1599. He is called the poet of the poets. This is also important. Edmund Spenser is called the poet of the poets because many later English poets followed his art of poetry. The Fairy Queen, most famous book composed by Edmund Spenser in 1590, The Fairy Queen. The Shepherd's Calendar, composed in 1579. Then Nicholas Udell, Ralph Roister Doister, written in 1553. The first English comedy in English literature. Ralph Roister Doister, composed in 1553. Sir Philip Sidney, Sir Philip Sidney, born in 1554 and died in 1586. An Apology for Poetry, written in 1595. This is a critical treatise. Arcadia, written in 1590, a book that bears the emblem of English novel. Then John Lilly, 1554 to 1606. He is called a university wit. University wit? University wits are a group of young dramatists who wrote and performed in London towards the end of the 16th century. They were called university wits because they were the witty students of Cambridge or Oxford. Marlowe, Thomas Kidd, Nash, Robert Greene, John Lilly, Lodge, and Peel were the members of this group. So, these are called university wits. They upheld the classical ideals and ridiculed the cruelties of the New English plays. So, these are university wits. John Lilly, he is called a university wit. His major work was Euphige, written in 1579, a book that bears the emblem of English novel. Thomas Kidd, born in 1557 and died 1595. He is another university wit. The most popular tragedy written by Thomas Kidd, was The Spanish Tragedy, written in 1585. Robert Greene, 1558 to 92. He is another university wit. His major work is Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay, written in 1589. George Peele, born in 1558 and died in 1598. He is another university wit. His major work, David and Bathsheba, written in 1599. Now, Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon was born in 1561 and died in 1626. He is called natural philosopher. He was an essayist. He was great prose writer. His essays, written in 1597, are most popular in this period. Christopher Marlowe. Marlowe was also great poet of this period. He is another university wit. His major tragedies were The Jew of Malta, written in 1589, Edward II, written in 1591, and Dr. Faustus, written in 1592. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was born in 1564 and died in 1616. The greatest English dramatist, famous for the objective presentation of his deep knowledge about human psychology. He is often called the Bard of Avon. He wrote 37 plays and 154 sonnets. Of the total 37 plays, he wrote the following 25 before the death of Queen Elizabeth I. Henry IV, first part. Henry IV, second part. Henry VI, third part. Richard III, The Comedy of Errors, Love's Labour Lost, Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night Dream, King John, Richard II, The Merchant of Venice, Henry IV, First, Henry IV, Second, Much Ado About Nothing, Henry V, Julius Caesar, As You Like It, Hamlet, Twelfth Night, All Is Well That Ends Well. So these are important works written by William Shakespeare. Thomas Nash, born in 1567 and died in 1601. He is also called a university wit. The Unfortunate Traveler is his most important work, written in 1594. Ben Jonson, born in 1573 and died in 1637, a neoclassical thought he wrote in the time when romantic mode of literature was prevalent. He is called a neoclassical classicist because he followed the classical rules of drama. Every Man Out of His Humor, written in 1600, Every Man in His Humor, written in 1601. So, now main literary features of this age. So, we will discuss about the features of this age in our next lesson. Thank you for today.